back with another video, and today we're going to be doing what if Naruto ate the Ito no Mi. And so before we get started, I wanted to say I'm sorry for being absent on YouTube. I had a family situation going on. It's something happened in my personal life that will not spill out because we're going to be here for a while if I do. Starting this, what if we had the background info? If you haven't watched One Piece, and if you watch One Piece but still haven't read Just Rosa or watched Just Rosa arc, then you probably don't know what the Ito no Mi. And the Ito no Mi is the devil fruit called the Sling, which basically allows you to control swing. It makes you a swing man. So yeah, it's personally my favorite devil fruit in the entire One Piece. And well, Doflamingo, also known to be Dofi, he's my favorite One Piece character. So I decided Naruto's my favorite anime. He's my favorite anime character. Why not make it a what if about these two? So yeah, get into the story. Minato and Kushina would still have would still be the same, but Minato would have a little bit of Doflamingo's. I'm gonna say Doflamingo, Minato are brothers, and so yeah. And this what if Naruto's gonna be full Namikaze, and I'm gonna give the Namikaze clan I'm gonna give them I'm gonna give them a KK Genkai called the Ito style. Naruto would fully adapt to this at the age of 4, due to the fact he was getting bullied, and yeah, he would also be wearing the exact same glasses you see in this photo. Now, that's all that would change. He would still look the same, just real glasses, because I don't really have a picture of that. And so yeah. And so getting into the actual story. Naruto would be 6 years old, standing on the statue of Minato Namikaze with Shikamaru and Choji. Shikamaru would ask Naruto, what happened last year? You haven't said anything. And ever since that happened, people has hated you. Naruto would say nothing. Shikamaru, don't worry about it. And Shikamaru would get triggered by this due to the fact that Naruto was always declining or changing the subject when he asked this. Shikamaru would get really mad, and he would stand up and scream at Naruto, saying, "Well, ever since that happened, my best friend, Kiba's sister. Sorry, this is not scripted. Kita has gone missing." And Naruto would say, "Calm down, I'll tell you the story." Flashback. Naruto and Kita were best friends too. Now Kita was hanging out with Kiba, Shikamaru, and Choji, and Naruto. While Naruto was practicing his Ito style, Kita decided to have a little spar with Naruto. So they went to the training ground and started sparring. Now Kita wanted to have a regular fight without the loud people, so she decided not to let Kiba, Shikamaru, or Choji watch, due to the fact whoever lost would get picked on for losing. So yeah, she wouldn't hold back at all, losing her wolf fang over fang with a random dog. I'm not gonna go out my way to name a dog. Well, yeah, I love dogs, but I'm not gonna go out my way, so I'm gonna say random dog. It doesn't matter, she dies anyway. Oops. Well, yeah, she would fang over fang right off the back, hitting Naruto, and she would jump in the air while Naruto was flying down, throw 2 kunais, cut his legs, and then he would land, and she would jump down and said, "Did I really already beat you, Naruto?" And Naruto would get up and say nope, and use his Ito style spider web, knowing that she was gonna do another thing over thing. So yeah, she would keep doing the thing over thing. Oops. She would keep doing the thing over thing, and it end up breaking her spider web, hitting Naruto until he poofed. I'm gonna say this: what if Naruto learned the Shadow Clone Jutsu way early on? Because Naruto is a prodigy, obviously. So yeah, he would poof, and so yeah, when he would poof, Naruto would two more Naruto would come. One Naruto would pop out, making one Shadow Clone attacking with two kunais in both hands, no, 4 hands, and she would say, "You're gonna need to do way more than that," and kick both of them in the face until they both poof, and something grabbed her from underground, pulling her. Naruto doing Ito style, colorful swings, and that's not the name of that move in the One Piece. I'm gonna be renaming all of these moves due to the fact that some of these moves are fused with not Conquerors, Ultimate Hockey, and he would base the names off of that. So yeah, he would say Rainbow Strike, cutting her with different color slings, and getting a big bruise on her. Now she would get a little mad, losing her strongest technique, Death Dog Strike, almost killing Naruto. He would get into a certain state, meeting the Kiwi. Now the Kiwi would somehow be able to take control over his body and kill Kiba. And so, yeah, Naruto passed out once he realized what happened. He passed out of madness and fearness and confusedness and sockness. He was feeling so much he just passed out. So once everyone came back, Kiba would see his sister dead and start to scream out of madness and, confusedness. And Shikamaru would tear up due to the fact he was going to confess his feelings to her that day. So, and Shikamaru would jump back, throwing 2 kunais at Naruto, saying, screaming that he killed her and he will never forgive him. Well, it hit Naruto, it went straight through him, because that was a Shadow Clone, poofing. Naruto would disappear. The real Naruto would jump out, disappear behind Shikamaru, and neck chop him. And Choji would look very surprised at him and did Super Buddha Jutsu. Buddha fist trying to hit Naruto until Naruto disappeared, went home, and made a bowl of ramen. Naruto would go to his bed and just think about everything. Think about how his wife is a mess. So after this, Naruto would unlock his clan's dojutsu. I'm gonna call it the Sharingan, and it's gonna be the Rinnegan, but with 50 tamales, but it's orange. So yeah. So every time he would take his glasses off, his dojutsu would activate. So the next day he goes to sleep, the next day passed, and he goes to the academy. So yeah, Naruto and Sasuke never really talk, so they don't have any type of relationship until it's time for them to spar. So yeah, Sasuke would still, be an emo little kid, which I hate about him. One day I'm gonna do what if when the Uchiha massacre didn't happen, just so I can change Sasuke. I really hate him. That's not the point. So yeah, Sasuke would want to beat Naruto due to the fact that he is the prodigy of the school. He's the strongest out of all the people in his school. So yeah, Sasuke would pull off a fireball jutsu, attacking Naruto. Naruto would say Ito style, spider web, deflecting the fireball, hitting Sasuke. Sasuke would be able to get up, throwing 2 kunai, until Naruto would grab 2 kunai of his own, throwing them back hitting the two kunai, deflecting them. He would throw them so hard that it would deflect the other two straight back at Sasuke, making him get cut. I'm stabbed 4 times with 4 different kunais in the chest. Absolutely demolishing Sasuke. So yeah, so they go back to class, and all the girls started screaming at Sasuke, saying, "You hurt Sasuke-kun." Because even though Naruto is still like the prodigy of that class, he's still hated by everyone, and Sasuke still loved by everyone. So Sasuke would just go to the nurse room due to the fact he got beat pretty bad. The next day passed, and the teams would get rolled. The teams would be Kiba, Hinata, and Sino. Shikamaru, Choji, Shikamaru, Naruto, and Ino. Team 7 would be Sakura, Choji, and Sasuke. So Shikamaru and Naruto was like, they wasn't friends, but like they, I'm gonna say they got back together. They're still friends. So yeah, they would go to the rooftop with the teacher, Azuma. So Azuma would ask them what is the goals, what is the dislikes, and what is the likes. Shikamaru goes first. He would say, "My dislikes are loud and annoying people. My likes is the library. My goal is to live my life as a shinobi, eventually retiring and going to and having my own farm, and just live my rest of life there." And Azuma in his head would say, "This one's boring." Ino would go next. She would say her dislikes are dead flowers. Her likes are, she would think about Sasuke and start the nosebleed. Now she would say her goal is to be a good ninja. So yeah, Naruto would go next. He would say, my dislikes, well, I have a lot of dislikes, so I'm not going to get into that. My likes is Iraku ramen. My goal is to kill a man by the name of Madara Uchiha. Come say Naruto would know about what happened that day, so he would want to kill Madara for, making him born as the Jinchuriki and making it so he has no parents. So yeah, Azuma would say, okay, and Azuma would say, meet me at Hokage's mansion tomorrow. I'm gonna have something to do with you. So yeah, they would go to the Hokage's mansion with Azuma saying, you have all day to find and defeat me. And they around the village. And they would say, this is easier than easy. And he would say, not easy, while a bunch of Anbu popped out. He would say, these Anbu will stop you in your way. The closer you get, the more Anbu you will accomplish. So yeah, Azuma goes and hides while the Anbu go in different places on the sets. So yeah, Shikamaru, Ino would go the same direction while Naruto goes by himself, because he's very much like Sasuke. Now Naruto would run by 3 Anbu who threw kunais for Naruto to be able to dodge easily while they come out. One would do lightning style, lightning dragon, the other would do water style, water dragon, and the last one would do fire style, fire dragon. And they would say combine jutsu, elemental dragon. And Naruto would say, Ito jutsu, spider web. deflecting the attack, but it didn't do anything to them. As he figured out that they had a certain jutsu called invincibility, which kind of like Obito's Mangekyou, but like it's a certain attack. If he gets hit more than, if the damage is like a regular jutsu, it's not going to do anything. But if it's damage like a Chidori or a purple lightning, then it's going to injure them. So yeah, Naruto would realize this due to like throwing kunai, doing like simple jutsu. So he would take his glasses off, the one you see on Dofi. He would take those off, and he would activate his jutsu. He would activate his dojutsu, giving him a critical boost, like in all of his attacks. And he would say Ito style. Sorry about that. I'm running out of air, breath. Ito style. Purple death swipes. With a whole bunch of, like I said, I'm changing the names. That's not his attack, whatever. So he would have like a whole bunch of attacks. Attack. And like a whole bunch of purple big behemoth purple strings attack them, cutting through one, absolute demolishing him. Other two, he would lose his special kunai made by the third Hokage himself due to because the Hokage and Naruto are friends. So yeah, he would eventually find Azuma fighting Shikamaru, and Azuma would say, "You're late, Naruto, what happened?" And he would say, I got held up the first time by 3 Anbu, then 10 Anbu, then 50. It was like all of them was attacking me. What was that, Azuma? And he would say, well, the thing is, I knew you was going to be a little trouble, especially evolving with them. There was no way I could win, so I wanted to take care of these two before just to save a little time. He would say, I see. And it was Ito style. Rainbow stripes. Trying to cut Azuma, only for Azuma to kick him in the face, almost breaking his nose, sending him flying straight through a house. When an old woman would have her newspaper and start hitting Naruto in the head. Naruto, annoying the old woman, would charge up a purple lightning, running. Because, the Ito style isn't the only one he knows. He knows lightning and fire and wind. Because he would evolve his lightning and fire together to make his swing. So yeah, his air and fire to make the swing. He would use his purple lightning, the jutsu that he made, not Kakashi, he did. And he would go straight through Azuma, only for Azuma to poof behind Naruto. Poof into a wooden log, and then he would be behind Naruto, and then kick Naruto again straight through another wall. But this time it was the hidden gate wall. So they would eventually take this all the way to the woods, and the fight would go very much like the fight with Kakashi. And matter of fact, no, that's not a good example. The fight would go just like it did with Zoro, Sanji, and all supernovas versus Kizaru. Yeah, it would go very much like that. Because I'm going to say in this one, Naruto would use a blade. So yeah, Naruto would do all the attacks Zoro did. Shikamaru would do all the attacks Sanji did. And Ino would be like Chopper, the one that like in the background healing. Now I'm not saying they were copied, but like the fight goes very same. Well, not Kizaru. Azuma Sensei was blocking all the attacks. Eventually, Naruto pulled off the plan to defeat Azuma. So they all defeated Azuma. So Azuma, the next day, they got their first mission. Their first mission was to secure this message to the hidden sand village. So they would go to the hidden sand village only to be attacked by 3-hand sand ninja. Well, no, but Naruto would jump up and say Ito style, exploding swing. Well, no, fire swing. Well, fire swing would go and attack. And as soon as it hit, it would explode on everybody. Now they would go into the not Hokage. I haven't watched Naruto in a while, so yeah, that's what happened.